Hi, I'm Craig Breckenridge. I'm product specialist at Earthworks Audio. We're here at the NAMM 2012, talking with Jeff and everybody from PureWave. And I just want to tell you a little bit about our products, why you may want to check them out, and why so many other people have. Basically, Earthworks, we are a small handcrafted, USA manufactured, high definition microphone company. And when you talk about high definition, in television sets, you're talking about a greater resolution, greater adherence to reality. And with Earthworks products, our design philosophy extends from a measurement mic background. Earthworks M30 is probably the world's most highly regarded and used measurement microphone. And what makes a measurement microphone worthy is it's a strict flat frequency response, and in our case, very extended bandwidth. An Earthworks microphone can have a bandwidth maybe going as low as 3 Hz up to 50 kilohertz. Our cardioid microphones typically go from as low as 30, because below that omnidirectionality becomes a problem. They'll go as low as 30, up to 20, 30, 40 kilohertz. Now, you may be wondering, why is that relevant? Well, you can hear the difference. Without going into too much scientific detail, you can hear the difference. The brain perceives high frequencies way beyond what we actually hear. It has to do with arrival times, it has to do with phase and time coherence. And part of one of the great patents that David Blackburn came up with, part of his design, was to, within our patterns, be able to maintain equal frequency response off axis, and that's a function of phase and time coherence. So what you get is, when you speak into an Earthworks mic or you have one hanging over a drum kit, the entire pattern is accurate. What is coming in off axis is the same as what's coming in straight on axis. So it makes the mics very easy to work with, plus the aforementioned fact that they're flat response. That's a different philosophy than most people have. That's, the way we kind of think about it, you wouldn't buy a pre-EQ'd mixer. Why buy a pre-EQ'd microphone?
Right.
So, very briefly, that's part of the Earthworks story. Extremely fast transit response, extremely quick diaphragm settling time, which means you don't get artifacts once the wave is essentially over. You don't get after effects, which is the color in most other microphones. And not only that, we have a very interesting short topography in all our designs. So our signal can run over 100 meters without any loss or skinning of high frequencies and things. They take very high SPL. Our weakest microphone will take 142 decibels before distortion, and I think, or up to maybe 150 in the case of some models. So that transient response, that pattern, that adherence to detail makes this a wonderful mic for many applications. For example, drummers and percussionists love our products because what's got a faster impulse, higher frequency than, say, a cymbal or a drum. Our drum overheads, we would use either, broadly speaking, we have omnis, like this TC25 we use in our drum kits. Great for a live situation. It'll go as low as 6 Hertz up to about 25K, and it's moderately priced for an Earthworks at $549 MAM. The SR25 you might find more useful. It is anytime you see slots in an Earthworks, that means it's a directional microphone, a cardioid microphone. So this goes from 30 to 25, and again, a lightning fast, very, very honest, transparent frequency response that is favored by people doing overheads and drums. And if you have a bit more budget, you can go up to our higher resolution products. And our part numbers kind of denote the resolution. So, an SR40, that would extend up to 40 kilohertz. For NAMM this year, and very recently, we introduced an upgrade to our SR20. It's a cardioid microphone. It looks just like this, but we've added a optional, well, it's not optional, it's included. It's a wire mesh windscreen with a nice pop filter in it. So not only can you use this this affordable version of an Earthworks for all kinds of studio duties, guitar, drums, harpsichord, whatever you want. But now with the windscreen on, you can actually use it as a vocal mic and get very, very good results. And again, because of our polar pattern, for stage it's great, excellent rear rejection. So flat response, excellent rear rejection, high gain, really makes for a great stage mic. And speaking of vocal mics, we've been getting like rave reviews out of this creature right here. This is an SR40V. It's yeah, you can start to see them on YouTube. I know Steely Dan, everybody's using them in Steely Dan, James Taylor, quite a few people, Crowded House. Many people are picking up on the attributes of this microphone. Particularly with the advent of very high-resolution PA systems and with in-ear monitors, artists appreciate the clarity and detail of a mic like an SR40V. And the front-of-house guys like it too because it makes their mixing job a lot easier, particularly when you're doing in-ears. And it rejects to the rear. So that, and of course, our patterns are nearly perfect. So as you're moving through an active vocal performance, your frequency response does not suffer as you move around the microphone. And again, that's sort of a unique feature of an Earthworks product. This very, very coherent pattern. But if you need a high performance hypercardioid, the SR40 has got to be one of the best in the world. And we think it is the best. And there's also a lot of magazine reviews out now, Front of House, Recording Magazine. Check the blogs. You'll find a lot of supporting information why people love this microphone. And before I go on to other things, I will mention that coming April, May, we are going to be introducing a wireless capsule version of the SR40V. It's going to be called the WL40V. Tentatively, we're thinking it's probably going to sell for around $8.99. But it's going to allow anybody that's got a Shure type of bullseye connector, as we call it, will be able to use this cartridge as a retrofit. It should retrofit onto any Shure wireless. Electrosonics, who were originally the people that approached us with this project, and also Line 6. And with digital wireless, it's an excellent complement to the now enhanced bandwidth capabilities of commander-free wireless. So it's a really wonderful marriage. And again, same features of the SR40V. Great pattern, great feedback rejection.